Hey guys, it's Tom here, and I'm glad to welcome you back to Fluent English Journey with D1 Next. Let me throw a question your way. Do you find yourself understanding English just fine, but the moment you try to speak, your mind suddenly goes blank? Nothing comes out? If that's ever happened to you, you're definitely not the only one. You see, lots of English learners actually understand quite a bit. They can watch movies, enjoy podcasts, even follow along with conversations, but when it comes to opening their mouths, they get stuck. Why is that? Well, that's exactly what I want to talk about today. And more importantly, I'll share with you 5, or better yet, 6 practical tips that will help you speak more often and with much more confidence. Now, just like always in this podcast, I'll keep my pace slow and my words clear. That way you can use it for shadowing. You can listen, repeat after me, and try to catch not only my words but also the rhythm and the sound of my voice. The whole idea is to help you practice both listening and speaking at the same time, like a workout for your ears and your mouth together. So let's dive in. First, let me say something that might surprise you. Understanding English and actually speaking it are 2 completely different skills. Many learners tell me, "Tom, I can understand almost everything, but when it's my turn to speak, I freeze." That's a super common problem, and believe me, there's a real reason behind it. When you're listening or reading, you're in passive mode. That means you sit back, you take things in, your brain is receiving English input. You don't really have to produce anything. You just need to recognize the meaning. But speaking, that's a whole different ball game. Speaking puts you in active mode. When you speak, you have to juggle a bunch of things at once. You've got to pull the right words from memory. You have to shape your thoughts into sentences. You need to pronounce the sounds clearly enough so someone else can follow you. And on top of all that, you have to do it fast, right there in real time. No wonder it feels tough, even for advanced learners. And here's the truth that most people don't want to admit. Many learners simply don't practice speaking enough. They spend time with grammar books. They listen to recordings. They watch endless shows and movies. They even write in English. All of those are valuable activities, no doubt. But none of them will turn you into a confident speaker unless you also open your mouth and use your voice. Speaking is a skill, plain and simple. It's no different from cooking a meal, swimming across the pool, or learning to dance. You only improve by doing it. Not by watching other people, not by reading about it, but by getting in there and practicing. And that's exactly what I want us to focus on together today. My goal is to help you speak more often and to feel proud and confident while you're doing it. So let's get into it. I'll walk you through 6 simple tips that can kickstart your speaking practice and help you bring English into your daily life. Let's start with tip number 1. Don't wait for perfect grammar. This one is huge. Far too many learners keep putting off speaking because they're waiting for that magic day when their grammar is flawless. They tell themselves, "I'll start speaking when I've studied more," or "I can't talk yet because I'll make mistakes." But here's the reality. You don't need perfect grammar to communicate. You only need to be understood. The real question is, can the other person follow what you're saying? If the answer is yes, then guess what? Your English is working. Take this example. Yesterday, I go to the park. The grammar isn't perfect, right? But do you understand the meaning? Of course you do. And that's the point. Meaning matters more than perfection. Think about how kids learn to talk. They don't know any grammar rules. They say things like, "Me want juice," or "I know like." Is it correct? No. But everyone gets what they're trying to say. And over time, they improve because they keep talking. You can do the same. Every mistake you make is proof that you're trying. It shows that you're learning and actually using English in real life. And let me tell you something, native speakers slip up with grammar too. It happens all the time. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't wait around. Start speaking with the grammar you already have. Use short, simple sentences. Pick easy words. Most importantly, focus on saying what you really want to say. As time goes by, your grammar will naturally get better. But by then, you'll already be a speaker. And that's powerful. So here's the line I want you to remember. Speaking fluently with mistakes is way better than staying silent with perfect grammar. I'll say it again. Fluent with mistakes is better than silent with grammar. Speak first, polish later. You can do this. Tip number 2. Learn chunks, not just words. Now, this is a game changer. Most learners try to memorize single words, but that's not how real English works. Instead of studying one word at a time, focus on chunks, short, natural phrases that people actually use every day. So what exactly is a chunk? It's a little package of words that usually go together. Not just busy, but something like, I'm a bit busy right now. Or, sorry, I've got a lot on my plate. Or maybe, let's talk later. Or, I'm swamped today. Each of these is a ready-made piece of language you can grab and use right away. When you learn chunks, something amazing happens. You don't have to stop and build a sentence from scratch in your head. You don't have to pause and think, how do I say this in English? The phrase is already there in your memory, waiting for you. It's like having little building blocks of language you can pull out whenever you need them. Can I help you? I'm not sure. That sounds great. These aren't just random words. They're smooth, natural expressions that roll off the tongue. What do I mean by chunks? These are real, everyday English expressions. This is the way people actually talk. When you use chunks like these, you immediately sound more natural, more fluent, and way more confident. So, how do you pick them up? Here are some easy methods. Start by listening closely to real conversations, whether from podcasts, TV shows, or movies. Pay attention to the short phrases that keep showing up again and again. And don't just write down a single word. Capture the whole phrase. For example, I'll get back to you. Or, it depends on the situation. Or even, that's a good question. These are the gold nuggets you want to collect. Once you have them written down, say them out loud. Repeat them several times. Try to practice them in your own speech. You can even record yourself and listen back. And whenever you hear a good phrase, ask yourself, can I use this in my life? Could I say this at work, in a cafe, or when I'm hanging out with a friend? If the answer is yes, then learn it, keep it, and start using it. So always remember, don't just build your English word by word. Build it chunk by chunk. Tip number 3, speak to yourself. This one is simple but extremely powerful. If you really want to get good at speaking English, you need to speak it every single day. But here's the challenge. Many learners say to me, but Tom, I don't have anyone to talk with. I don't live in an English-speaking country. I don't know any native speakers. And I get it. I really do. But here's the good news. You don't actually need a partner. You don't need a teacher. You don't even need a friend. You can talk to yourself. That's right, speak out loud to yourself. I know it might sound a little odd, but trust me, it works. And not only does it works really well. Speaking to yourself is one of the most effective ways to practice English. Why? Because you can do it anytime, anywhere. At home, in the car, while walking, cooking, even while you're in the shower. There's no schedule, no pressure, just you and your voice. So what can you actually say? Start with describing what you're doing. For example, I'm making coffee now. It's raining outside. I need to charge my phone. Now I'm opening the window. You can also talk about your plans or your feelings. For example, today I feel tired. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. I want to take a walk later. Or you can ask yourself questions. What do I want for dinner? Why is this important to me? How can I learn faster? Another idea, act out short conversations with yourself. For example, hello, how can I help you today? Yeah, I'd like a coffee, please. Sure. Anything else? No, thank you. You play both roles. You practice real-life situations right there on your own. Now, why is this so helpful? Because when you speak to yourself, you're training your brain to find words faster. You're building fluency without stress. You're learning to think directly in English. It's like hitting the gym, not for your body, but for your brain and your mouth. Every time you speak out loud, you're exercising your English muscles. And the best part? No one's watching. No one's listening. No one's judging. You're free to make mistakes, try again, and repeat as many times as you want. And here's the payoff. If you talk to yourself every day, little by little your brain will begin thinking in English automatically. You'll stop translating from your native language. You'll feel more ready to speak with others. and you'll notice yourself becoming more confident and fluent. This is one of the most powerful habits you can build. Tip number 4, practice with AI. Now let me share another modern tool that can give your English a real boost: artificial intelligence. You've probably heard of AI before, tools like ChatGPT, Copilot, or Pi. With AI, you can ask questions, practice conversations, and actually speak English every single day. The great thing about AI is that it never gets tired. It's always available, and it doesn't judge your mistakes. So you may be wondering which AI tools are good for practicing English. Well, my personal favorite is ChatGPT. You can type messages to it or even speak, and it can correct your sentences or role-play dialogues with you. Another one is Pi, the personal AI assistant. You can talk to it, and it replies with a gentle, friendly voice. And then there's Copilot. Some of these apps even allow real-time speaking and listening, just like having a conversation with a person. Here's how you can use AI effectively. Start simple. Open the app and say something like, "Hi, I'm learning English. Can we talk?" Or, "Let's practice a short conversation in a cafe." Then, speak or type your part, and the AI will respond. You reply again, and the back and forth continues just like a real conversation. It's a safe space to practice. No stress, no pressure, just you getting more comfortable with English. You can also give the AI clear instructions like, "Please correct my English," or, "Can you speak slowly and simply with me?" And it will adjust. It can repeat phrases, explain meanings, and help you practice without fear. Why does this matter? Because now you're not just studying English, you're actually using it. You're practicing real conversations. You're training your brain to think in English, step by step. And every time you do it, your fluency grows stronger. Tip number 5, the 4-3-2 technique. This one is incredibly powerful, and it works faster than you might think. It's simple, but it pushes your fluency to the next level. Here's how it works. First, pick a short topic. It could be a story you recently heard, a podcast episode, or just something that happened in your day. Now, speak about that topic for 4 minutes. Don't rush, go slowly. Include details. Really tell the story. Then take a short break. After that, speak about the exact same topic again, but this time you only have 3 minutes. That means you need to talk a little faster and organize your thoughts more clearly. Finally, talk about it one more time, but now in just 2 minutes. At this point, you should be smooth. No long pauses. You know the story well. And because you've already said it twice, your words come more automatically, your voice sounds clearer, and your delivery is more fluent. Why does this work so well? Because each time you retell the story, you get better at it. Your brain stops overthinking. The vocabulary and sentences become automatic. And by the 3rd time, you're speaking with a flow that feels natural. So, to review, step 1, talk for 4 minutes with details. Step 2, talk for 3 minutes a little quicker. Step 3, talk for 2 minutes, smooth and confident. If you want, you can even record all 3 versions. Play them back and notice the progress. Most learners are amazed at how much stronger their 3rd version sounds compared to the 1st. Tip number 6, play with one sentence. This final tip is fun, and it really sharpens your flexibility in English. Take one simple sentence and practice saying it in many different ways. For example, let's start with, "I went to the store." Now add some detail. "I went to the store yesterday." Add a reason. "I went to the store yesterday to buy bread." Expand it more. "I went to the store yesterday because we didn't have any food at home." Now change the feeling. "I had to go to the store again." Or, "I went to the store, but it was already closed." Or even, "Guess what? I went to the store and saw my old teacher there." You can also play with grammar. "I'm going to the store now. I've just been to the store. If I had gone to the store earlier, I wouldn't be hungry now." And don't forget, you can change the subject. "My sister went to the store." Nobody went to the store, so we ordered food online. See what's happening here? These small changes train your brain to think faster. You start to see how flexible English really is. You're not just memorizing anymore, you're creating. And that's what fluency is all about. So, in this episode, we've talked about why so many learners understand English but still struggle to speak it. Remember, speaking is a skill, And like any skill, you need to practice. Use your voice every single day. This is English Unleashed, and I'm Tom. Keep talking, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. I'll see you next time.